I didn't believe. One was the fact that Udot would create savings of between 40 to 60% on utility bills.
Over the span of 18 months, the change is abundant.
Hi, my name is Nick McAleer. I'm the Managing Director for Hotel Seacliff in Dar es Salaam. The hotel has 94 rooms. Was first opened back in 1998. As well as 94 rooms, we have casino, we have 2 restaurants, pool area, gym, spa. As well as this, we also have an area called Village, which has a further 24 rooms. As well as retail and office space. The hotel is based in Dar es Salaam, which is the commercial hub for Tanzania. The capital city is Dodoma, which is located in the middle of the country. Tanzania has been growing in 2 areas. One in the tourism industry. We've got beautiful parks such as Serengeti, Ngorongoro Crater, Selous. Of course, Mount Kilimanjaro also sits within Tanzanian borders. As well as that, there's a big push for the development on a commercial perspective, and that's where Dar es Salaam has been growing, and that of course has helped the hotel, because as well as looking after tourists, we also look after business people visiting Tanzania and looking at commercial opportunities within the country. I was introduced to Udot, and after the initial email, I had a call with them. 2 things came out of that conversation that, to be honest, at first I didn't believe. One was the fact that Udot would create savings of between 40 to 60% on utility bills. Anybody that hears that as a general manager of a hotel gets very, very excited, but it's also very difficult to believe. It's always the case that words are easy, but actually delivering on that is very, very difficult. The next thing that was absolutely critical that I had long discussions about was that there was no way that whatever they planned for our hotel could happen when the hotel was closed. We are open 365 days of the year. We cannot afford to close our operation at any time.
When Udot came in, they mentioned that we will not be having any interference with the room operations, with the guests who are in-house. But personally, I could not believe that, because it's very rare to have work going on in the property and not having interference with guests. That is always a challenge. So we gave it a shot. They started doing their work, and it was unbelievable. There was zero interference with the guest operation.
The environment we operate in is a pretty tough environment. To give you some examples, We do, from time to time, get water shortages. We get huge fluctuations in electricity. We've got to rely on generators frequently. One of the issues is, of course, maintaining the whole equipment within the hotel with all these things that are going on. That gives us a number of issues. One is, of course, the skill levels to ensure that things can be fixed to the standard of a five-star hotel.
Yes, it was really challenging to attain, to work on an environment which is like, a hotel which is very most peculiar in this area, and as well as an occupancy with a rating of 80 to 90% on average. Yeah, I mean, the deliverables were always has to be shipped from other countries or somewhere else. But yes, we did it using proper project planning, and as well as we initiated at the first level to make the backbones of electricity and all other segments, make it redundant so that we can achieve in perspective levels and everything up. Then we step one by one, attaining very minimal interference towards the guest or the occupancy or the management level. Hence, yes, we can say that with very minimal interference, we have achieved the overall, project lead time, which is again 40 to 50% at the time right now.
So we have a lot of unpredictable breakdowns, which makes it very difficult to actually plan a budget for the hotel, because you cannot budget for unpredictable things that are going to happen during the year. The other key issue that we face is that we have no real understanding of electricity usage. The only time we understand how much we've used is at the end of the month when the bill comes through for electricity and water. So we don't really understand the level that it's costing us until the end of every month. But number two is how to improve efficiency, because we don't have an in-depth analysis of what electricity each part of our hotel is using, or each part of what machinery is using at any given time. Some of the things that I feel they have really contributed to. The first thing I would raise is the training that they've actually been giving the staff. To be honest, I expected them to come in, work as individuals, fix whatever they needed to fix and leave. That hasn't been the case. They've taken a real interest in upskilling the staff, especially the maintenance team. So we come to analyzing the key promise that Udot made, and that was the saving of between 40 to 60% on utility costs. As of today, we're making savings of 45%. This, to me, is incredible on the basis that at the moment we're around about 45% of the total project. So we've still got a long way to go. So if I forecast forward, I'm very comfortable that I believe that the savings will come at the end of the project around about 60% on our utility bills. Another key benefit that Udot's brought to the hotel is the use of real-time data. Through an app that they've linked us to, my staff, including myself, can monitor any downtime that may occur. Downtime in terms of electricity going off, generator coming on. We can monitor the time it takes for that switch to take place. We can monitor the fuel usage on generators. We know our usage on electricity at any single time of the day. With a three-phase electricity system, it's key to balance all the three phases So at any time we know whether one of those phases has gone out of balance, which of course then affects your efficiency in electricity usage. So this app has been extremely useful to my maintenance team on the ground at the hotel.
Comocon, our AI-assisted building management system, integrates various available technologies to make the buildings more efficient, sustainable and cost effective.
Earlier I talked about how we had a lot of unpredictable breakdowns. What this AI app gives us is ultimately predictability. It monitors fluctuations, albeit, let us take electricity, that in the past would damage a lot of our equipment. With this predictability, we're now in a situation where we can react faster because it's real-time information that's coming through, and that's where Udot work with my team on the ground to minimize any of the damage and to ensure the efficiency of all our equipment.
Moving with the trends and Cyclic being one of the biggest brands in Tanzania, you need to be updated with the trends and technology. The challenge being an operational hotel is when you have high occupancy. It was very difficult for us to introduce new technology and new trends.
As the system collects various numerous data from all over the sensors and all over the other parameters and everything up, system knows what to adapt, what is to change according to all these parameters. So it's just to give you an example, so when the ambient temperature outside changes, your aircon should be a bit lower in the conceptions or anything. So the system autonomously sets the temperature levels, not the comfort levels of the guests, but the other cooling efficiency or the chiller temperature, etc. by on its own. As the system knows by its own sensors and everything, the system really does know when to adapt and when to note, control and also command different points and perspectives, attaining maximum efficiency with very minimal energy wastage without disturbing any comfort of the guest or the hotel environment. Apart from the primary energy saving module, we have different other modules which is very critical for the operations and management team. So for example, alerting module which alerts each and every deviations, whether it is your chiller temperature, whether it is your cold room temperature, abnormality on the load, abnormality on the phase imbalance, power factor, everything up. Again, we have another module which is critically analyzing module where you can see the entire history of all the data which is collected by the system. Again, temperature, graph, voltage, you name it, we can, it can be measured and it can be monitored.
Innovation isn't just about creating something new. It's about reimagining the established. Udot pioneers sustainable technology that challenges the norm. Our solutions seamlessly integrate, minimizing environmental impact while maximizing your potential. Beyond efficiency, there is evolution. Join us and redefine what it means to be truly forward-thinking. Sustainability is the key to unlocking a future brimming with possibility. The future is bright, and so are your prospects with Udot.